Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This is your host, the man in the Iron Man mask, doing another action figure review on what I recently picked up off of Amazon a few days ago. This is another special thing near and dear to my heart, and I wanted to share it with you guys. If you end up enjoying this video, please do hit the like and the subscribe button. They're somewhere down here at the bottom of this video, and or leave a heart. I do all kinds of things. So at the end of this video, I will try to post my YouTube channel and have my Instagram up and all that other stuff. I keep forgetting to do that because I get so excited about sharing these videos with you guys. But anyway, let's break this open, see what's inside, shall we? Here he is. The mighty Dragon Master, Billy Lee. Or is it ugly? Not 100% sure. This is from, as you see, the video game Double Dragon, not the movie Double Dragon. 7-inch action figure. He doesn't seem to be 7 inches, but we'll figure that out when we get in there. The video game came out, I can't even begin to think. It came out around the time I was born, around 1984 or 1985. And it was a side-scroller beat-em-up, one of the first ones. You can walk across the screen, and you would come across villains and, kick the crap out of them until you came to the big boss, and then you would kick the crap out of him. And that was always fun. I used to play with my best friend all the time. I would run over his house because my dad, when he was, alive, sorry, Dad, not to hate on you or anything, but my dad was stuck on war games, and we would play mostly war games, and those were fun too. I'm not gonna get on that. Okay, not gonna hate on that. War games are fun too, but these games were just like iconic. Super Mario, Double Dragon, Contra, all these different Nintendo games. Let's see. So this is the front of the box. Looks like it comes with extra hands. This hand is loose in there, so they don't put tape over their hands like, Hasbro and all those other toy companies do. He comes with a can. In the video game, you get to throw these at people, and that's pretty dope that they included that. Here's knives, and he's got a bat. Let's see. Here's the side of the box. Not a lot going on there. Here's the makers of the toys, the Syndicate collectibles. They make a lot of good stuff. I don't have a lot of them. This is just, I think this is a newer toy company, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Here's the back of the box, detailing some of the stuff in the character. If you want to read it, you can pause it right here. And this is another action figure that I'm going to pick up soon, but I don't have him yet. I have him, but he got shipped to the wrong address. I got him first, so I have to wait for him to come in the mail. But I'm going to get him at a later date, and it'll be another action figure review on the channel. And this is like, you see back here, this is a lot of what the video game looked like. You would walk across here, people would come out of the doors. You can climb these ladders. This is old school stuff. They have a new Double Dragon video game out there, but I haven't played that one yet. I'm trying to get through this one first. But anyway, so here's the back. Here's the bottom. If you want to read any of this or get the barcode, it's all right there. Not much left at the top. Alright, let me open this up and see what's inside. I'll be right back. Hello, and welcome back. Sorry that took me a minute. I had to stop and get something to eat. But anyway, here he is, Billy Lee, out of the package. And right away, I can tell this is going to be an interesting figure. Only because he doesn't have most of the stuff that, normal figures would... The figures that we're used to today would have. Like butterfly joints and drop down hips. But so far, he looks awesome. The design on this is pretty cool. He looks exactly like he would in the video game. Everything looks superb, in my opinion. Very well crafted. So let's get into some articulation. As you see here, this jacket is a softer plastic, and I think can even be removed if you really wanted to go for that. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to. I might play with it later, but definitely not right now. His face looks exactly like the sprite on the video game. It looks like he's looking up all the time. I don't understand what that is. Like, what is it with the eyes and action figures? They never seem to get them right. Just like on that last one that I did, one guy's eyes were crossed permanently for no reason. Why? But anyway, here's the top of his head, and all this is like really spiky stuff. Spiky plastic to make his hair look gelled up. The head will do full 360 because there's nothing back here to hold it back from doing that. He has the neck articulation, which is good, which causes him to be able to look straight up like this, which kind of makes that look better. He can also look down pretty far, like that, and cock his head to the side, his head to the other side. It's pretty dope. Now he's ready for battle. Alright, arms. We'll do a full 360. And this is a brand new toy. So you guys and I are all learning about this together. Unless you've seen another toy review about this somewhere. We're learning about this together at the same time. His arm will only extend about that far. Which is, I guess, if I force it a little bit, I can get it to go further. But that's okay. I'm not going to try to force it like that. Double jointed elbows. It's always a good thing. But that is one thing, I guess, they come with that's pretty standard for most toys these days. The wrist... there it is. The wrist is on some kind of weird ball joint. So he can go forward and backward, but not up and down. Not that any of you would want him to do that. Look at the bandages on the wrist. I never quite understood this, but I think it's a protection kind of thing. Hold on. Alright, so anyway. Wrist movement, arms on the other side, same thing. Same deal. Double jointed elbow. Waist or midsection ab crunches is this thing that's cut out here. And most people don't like that. They prefer that thing where the ab goes up and over and there's still abs underneath. But this doesn't look too bad, in my opinion. You can look back that far. You can't bend forward that far. So it's not really an ab crunch so much as it is a back muscle crunch. I forget what you'd call that. The legs. I'm scared about the legs. He could kick up this far. He can kick out that far. The knees are double jointed. But there's no boot swivel, I don't think. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think there's a boot swivel there. So his knee is kind of turned at an awkward angle. But double jointed knees, double jointed knees. and he can kick his own butt about that far. Leg does go back pretty far, I will say. He can wind up for a good soccer kick like this. As you saw, the foot goes up and down, and he does have ankle pivot. Look at it. I can't get that right on camera. There it is. Does have a little ankle pivot. Like I said, no boot articulation, no boot swivel, but that's fine. Leg on the other side does the exact same thing. Foot goes down that far. No toe articulation. And here's some stuff on the bottom for you guys to look at if you want to see that. He's got the peg holes. Yeah. And I forgot to mention, he does turn. So, you know, turning is a possibility for this. His waist, he has waist articulation, waist swivel, whatever that's called. So there he is. That is Billy Lee from the Double Dragons video game. Let's get into some size comparisons for you. Billy stands at, like I asked before, I wasn't sure about 7 inches, but he is just about 7 inches tall. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Just a little over 7 inches tall. And I have some size comparisons for you guys. Here is... I know I keep saying I have size comparisons. I have size comparisons. I do have size comparisons this time. I promise. This is Ryu from the Street Fighter video game. As if you guys don't know this already, I'm pretty sure. You're collecting action figures, you know about Ryu from the Street Fighter series. I'm trying to get him to stand up straight. Shit, I can't get him to stand up straight. Ryu, what's going on with your feet? There we go. He's not standing up straight, but you get, he's a little on the shorter side for Billy Lee. Billy's a little taller than he is. I never really enjoy the size comparison portion because it's like, you know, Ryu should be towering over Billy, I would think, because Ryu's pretty tall in the video game, at least. Maybe not towering, he should be the same height as Billy, because Billy... Technically, I don't understand the whole Double Dragon lore, but in the movie, they're teenagers, right? And then in the cartoon series, I think they're young men, but they're not like as old as Ryu should be in Street Fighter. But I don't know. Maybe Ryu's supposed to be young in this particular version too, and I just don't know it. And as another comparison, there's Ken. And he's, like, taller than Ken, too. So, let's say Billy really likes to exercise and you know, do a lot of those leg stretches that make you taller. I can't stand these guys up straight for some strange reason. I don't know. They've been in the sun for too long. But anyway, there's the size comparison before from Ken and Ryu to Billy. And then, I only have Street Fighter characters with me today, guys. I am very sorry. But as further size comparison, we have Zangief, who, as you can see, is way taller than Billy. Whole head and shoulders taller than Billy. If I put him next to him, he's that much taller than Billy. And here's Chun-Li, who is, wow, like Billy is a whole head and shoulders taller than she is. With the toys, because she's supposed to be a little taller, I think. She's supposed to be this sort of supermodel height, but as you can see, she's a little shorter than a lot of the characters that I have. But that's fine, because this is the newer Chun-Li, but that's fine. Alright, there you go, guys. There's my action figure review on Billy Lee from Double Dragon's action figure. There will be more coming, I promise. I just have to be patient and wait for my other package to arrive. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one. And make sure you guys watch the other videos on the channel when I finally get to posting all of that in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Deuces. So yeah, we're gonna go over accessories now that come with this figure. The biggest one is this barrel, this oil canister. This is in the game. You pick these up and you throw these at people. Pretty standard. He also comes with excuse me, you didn't hear that. Comes with a bat. This is pretty cool, actually. The baseball bat. It's pretty neat. These aren't like extremely important. Well, they're important if you're a collector and you want everything to be gamer accurate. Here's a stick of dynamite that you usually pick up and throw back at the bad guys. It's pretty neat. Knives that they don't carry themselves, but the bad guys drop them, and then you can pick them up and use them. You got 2 of those. Right? And then you have, like, hold on, 1, 2, 3 sets of hands. Well, he has 4 sets of hands, but the 3 sets of extra hands that he comes with. These are the hands. Hold on. These are the hands that you would use to hold the barrel, which is the reason why the barrel has the holes. Wait, see? Like right here. You put the hand in there and make it look like he's holding the barrel. Is that pretty cool? Yeah, I think he has one. No, he doesn't have one on the other side. Just the one, huh? We'll work on that. But anyway, here's the other hand for the other side. Here's a punching hand. Which I don't know why this isn't the standard, because you're going to start off like fighting with your hands, especially because this is Double Dragon. And that's the other thing I don't understand. This is Double Dragon, right? And the dragons on the outside are mostly of Asian depiction. Like, you could see it on the outside. They're Asian dragons. Why is there's not a kung fu or, excuse me, any kind of karate element to this game? It's just a bunch of street thugs rolling around trying to beat people up, and of course they kidnapped somebody that they care about, so they have to go on the adventure to save her. And then at the end they get to beat each other up to see who gets the girl. Like, this whole game, to me, I don't know. But anyway, those are the accessories. These are gripping hands. I'm sorry, I was talking and I just kind of... These are gripping hands. I guess you would put on in case you... in case. I'm so sorry. I'm not talking right this morning. You would put these on when you're trying to grab things. Which is weird, because you would think that would be like for this. But no, I think it's more for... Not even for the bat. I don't know. I don't know what he would grab with this, because this would go perfect in this hand. I don't know. Just seems like those hands aren't necessary, but I don't know. Maybe the gripping hands are for, like, if he's grabbing somebody by the head and kneeing them in the face, which is a move he does in the video game. But anyway, those are the accessories. So we did size comparisons earlier. But I am not completely satisfied with all that. So we're going to do some more size comparisons, just, you know, to have it on the record. And I brought from storage 2 characters that we have been waiting for. Well, when I say we, I mean most of us nerds who actually played this game back in the day. But for me, especially, I've been waiting for this for a long time. Boom. And boom. Rash and Zitz from the Battletoads, which makes this Battletoads Double Dragon, baby. Yeah. I got so excited. This is why I had to pick this character up as soon as I figured out there was an action figure for this. This makes me so excited. I can't even begin to describe how excited I am. But anyway, as you can see, here's Rash and Zitz from the Battletoads action figure toy line. Still waiting on Pimple. Whoever's got the license for this toy line. Please put Pimple out there at some point. ASAP. Like now. Get on it. But this is a size comparison between the Battletoads and Billy Lee from the Double Dragons. As you can see, he's a little bit taller than they are. But these are younger characters, I want to say, so maybe that makes sense. And then they're mutants on top of that. So I don't know. But this looks great, doesn't it? The combination between the Battletoads and the Double Dragons, it's finally come together. It's finally here. I cannot wait to start using these characters together in whatever it is that I could think of off the top of my head. I just want to start a movie starring these characters alone as they go through battles and fighting other characters and whatnot. This would be so cool. But anyway, I just wanted to show this off. As I said before, if you like the video, please leave a comment and a like on the video somewhere down here. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. And if you're interested, if you're not subscribed yet and you're interested in more of this content, to see more toys and action figures and stuff like that, and hear my ideas for movies and stuff like that, hit the subscribe button. It keeps me going, lets me know you guys really care, and I appreciate that. So, alright, but that's it. Thank you for watching. Again, deuces.
This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. I'm cranking up on the throttle, victory is mine. Show you the harder the battle, harder I fight. I've come too far to quit. Step back, I'm going in. I'm cranking up on the throttle.